everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa. If you're new around here, today's video is going to be a very long awaited cat update. I realise I haven't really shown the cats much on YouTube really, not for any reason at all, but I just haven't really been vlogging as much recently, therefore they haven't featured as much. But as you can see, they're all still here. Ragna's right in front of me. We've got 3 cats now, and I thought I would do an update on the 3 of the cats. Now that we've had all 3 for quite a while now, and they've all been living together for quite a while, they're all settled in, I thought it would be nice to do a little update on them. I asked if you had any questions, so I'm just going to answer all of those questions for you, and yeah, give you an update on the cats. So if you'd like to know more about them and how we've been getting on, then just keep watching. Let's get into the video. So let's start with the first question, and it is, I'm about to become a new British Shorthair mama. Would love to know about cat accessories, furniture that have been firm established favourites for your cats. Also your favourite food, litter, plus any tips or advice. So lots of information there. So basically, let's talk about cat accessories, furniture that they have loved. So first of all, definitely get yourself a cat tower. We've had ours now since we got Gigi, and to be fair, we do need to upgrade it. I think next time we get one, I'll get one from Cat Tree King, I think it's called. They've got really great cat towers. We actually have one upstairs that Gigi sleeps on most of the time, and it's basically like a bed on a cat scratching post, and that has been brilliant. But they obviously use the post to like claw at, and then they'll use the bed on the top to sleep in. But they do like different levels and different tiered cat towers, which are brilliant. So I'm going to get one to go behind here when I next upgrade the one that they've currently got. The one that they've currently got is literally battered now, but Milan absolutely loves sleeping in there. So until I find the right one, I don't want to disturb him and get rid of it. So I'm going to keep that one until we get a new cat tower. But a cat tower is definitely an essential when you're getting a cat, and also scratching posts. Definitely get your cats some lovely cat toys. We've got lots of different favourites in this house, so you can get the ones that are on like a stick with like a feather on the end. They absolutely love that one. They also absolutely love this like little tinsel ball. It's here actually. This is what it looks like. It's like literally a tiny tinsel ball that they will chase around the house all the time. They absolutely love little balls like this. So definitely get your cats some lovely toys, get them a cat tower, a scratching post. I feel like that's like a good place to start. Ours also do have cat beds which they sleep in at night time, but during the day they don't tend to sleep in the beds, apart from like the tall like Cat Tree King one that I've got. When it comes to their food and litter, food wise, they tend to have the catkin food, like the wet food. Or biscuits, they'll have either the Royal Canin biscuits or Purina biscuits, and that's what they've really been enjoying. And then when it comes to the cat litter, I switched this out when we got Ragnar, and I absolutely love it. So we started with the Cat's Best cat litter, and that was fine, but I did find there was a lot of tracking with it, which is fine, but you know, when you've got 3 cats, you want to minimize that. Also, I didn't find that it lasted as long, and I switched over to the one where we got Ragnar from. This is what she used, and it's by Cat It. It's the same place that make the water fountains, and they have their own litter, and it's made from pea husk. And honestly, guys, it's the best litter that we've tried so far. It's absolutely brilliant. The one that we get is the lavender one. They do a lavender scented one and a vanilla scented one. If your cats don't like scent, I think they might do an unscented one as well. Our cats have been absolutely fine with it, and it's really, really mild. It's barely noticeable, but that's the one we get. We get the lavender one, and it's been brilliant. It's really long lasting. It's really easy to just use, and the cats really like it as well. And also the tracking is so minimal. So yeah, I really recommend it. I'll link everything down below that I'm kind of talking about, but would definitely recommend that cat litter. We actually just buy it on Amazon, so whenever we need a new one, we just get it on Amazon, which is ideal. We don't have to lug it around the shops when we're going shopping. So yeah, love that. Can you see Milan behind me? Milan! Milan, what are you doing? All the cats are in with me today. So what's the difference from going from 2 cats to 3? So the difference, there isn't really much difference. Obviously, you just have to give more food, change the litter trays more often, and that's kind of it. You just have an extra cat to kind of groom. There hasn't really been any difference, to be honest. Ragnar's just slotted right in, and they kind of play more. They have differences between their personalities, definitely, which I'll get onto in a second. But really, there's not really been much difference apart from obviously more litter, more food, more grooming. So a little bit more time spent on the cats, of course. Any changes you've seen since they've gotten older and been around each other for longer? Okay, so let's talk about their personalities and how they have been since there's been like 3 of them. I would definitely say that Gigi is like the older sister kind of vibe, or mum vibe, maybe more older sister. So Gigi's like the sassy older sister, which she's always been like that, but she's also got such a sweet side. And I feel like actually since we've got the other 2 cats, Gigi's sweeter side has definitely come out. And I think that is because she's had slightly less attention from our kids especially. So obviously when you get a cat, your kids are going to want to cuddle the cat, give them all the attention possible. But some cats don't really love all of the attention. And Gigi loves attention. She loves it one-on-one. She often will sleep on our bed. And whenever one of us goes into the room, she will just come up to us. She'll give us like little bumps onto our hands. She just loves the attention when it's one-on-one. So that is definitely something that I've noticed with Gigi, especially since we've got the other 2 cats. Milan, he's like the little old man. He is so cute. So basically Milan is the chilled out, placid one. He will do nothing all day. He will happily sleep in his cat tower all day long, not do anything. Even if I'm calling out for treats and saying that I've got some treats, he's happy to just sleep. So yeah, he's the very placid, docile one. You can pick him up. He's so relaxed. He's unbelievable. So he's the chill one. And then we have Ragnar, the ragdoll. He is like the toddler of the group, the scatty one. I feel like ragdolls are a little bit more energized. They've got a little bit more energy than the British Shorthairs for sure. Ragnar's awake a lot more than the other 2, and he'll follow me around a lot more than the other 2. So that's something I've noticed definitely. He does have his sleepy moments. He loves a cuddle. He will sit on your lap. He's much more of a lap cat than the British Shorthairs are. Definitely. The British Shorthairs won't come and sit on your lap. They don't mind being near you, beside you, in the same room as you. They won't sit on your lap. They don't really tolerate cuddles very much in our experience with our 2. But Ragnar, he will come and sit on your lap. He tends to, rather than sit on your lap, we've got like a long cushion that we put onto our lap. He much prefers that, and he'll come and sit on you whenever that's on your lap. So yeah, he loves a cuddle. He's very affectionate. He purrs a lot. Whereas Gigi and Milan, they purr a lot too actually. But Ragnar is the more vocal one of the 3, which again is another thing that ragdolls are like. I was actually expecting him to be more vocal. I thought he would be meowing constantly, like whether I've left a room or whatever, but he's not. It's very nice. It's not too much. The only time really that he meows is when he wants his food in the mornings. Like when I've got the food bowl ready to give it to him, he's like, Mom, when am I getting this food? Like literally he's like that. He will meow. So yeah, he's really, really sweet. But those are the main differences between all 3. I don't think it makes much of a difference between the breeds. I think the only differences between the breeds is that Ragnar's slightly more vocal. He's got slightly more energy, but that could be as well because he's slightly younger than the other 2. So yeah, not massive differences. Hi, I would love to know if any of your cats are naughty. Our Suki gets naughty at times, trying to get in the blinds, climbing the doorways. Yours always look calm. Do the zoomies happen? They definitely get zoomies, definitely. They get zoomies more at night time. So I would say between 6 and 9, they get zoomies. They're bombing around the house. You can hear them upstairs, running around, playing. So they definitely get zoomies. Yeah, all 3 of them actually, Gigi as well. They're not always calm, but during the day they do sleep a lot. That's why I don't really show them a lot, because they're just sleeping. At night times, they definitely come alive. This one made me laugh. It says, Hi Liza, do your cats ever scrap and send fur flying? Is there a pecking order? Louisa, there is definitely scraps in this house. They are always having little scraps, and I'm always finding clumps of fur around the house. Definitely, always. It's a daily occurrence in our house, and most of the time it's Gigi's fur or Ragnar's fur that I find. So with the fur, Milan, I don't know if he's still there, no, he's over there now. Milan has got really short, dense fur, like really gorgeous, velvety fur. Gigi has slightly more fluffy fur for a British Shorthair. It's slightly more fluffier, a little bit longer, and I just think that maybe when they're scrapping, her fur is just easier to grab out. I don't know how they do it, but it just gets everywhere. And Ragnar has obviously got long fur, so his fur does end up in places as well, but Gigi's is definitely the most. I find that she's the one that kind of instigates a lot of the fights. Quite a lot of the time, like the little play fights that they have, She will hiss at the other two as well. The other two don't really hiss. I do find that she also growls at them when they're having a bit of a scrap, just to kind of show them who's boss. But they do have little scraps and they'll just like roll around, fluff everywhere, fur everywhere, as to be expected with these cats. They're very fluffy cats. Where do you find they each like to sleep and hide out? So they all tend to sleep in the boot room that we've got at the front of the house. I've put their beds in there. So at night time, they tend to just take themselves off in there and they'll sleep in the boot room, which is really nice that they just kind of have that wind down time. They're not really awake that much during the night. You do hear them a little bit, but they tend to take themselves off to the boot room where their beds are. They're just like little round, like donut type beds that they all sleep in. Nice and cozy in there. The next question is, I have a British Shorthair who likes going outside. Any catio recommendations? Is it possible to build a catio on a budget? So our catio is made by Omelette. We've had it for, well, since we got Gigi now, so 2 years. I think this might be our 3rd summer with it, maybe? I don't know. But it's held up really well. We've moved it around the garden as well. It's very heavy catio, which is quite hard to move, but we've actually moved it to one side of the garden now and they love it. Ragnar prefers to be out on his harness. He will meow a lot when he's in there, mainly because he's trying to get our attention. He likes us to be with him. But the other two just like go to sleep in there, play around, all of that kind of stuff. But Ragnar definitely prefers to be on the harness. I will say that you could definitely make a catio, especially if you've got like if you've got a space in your garden or against your house where you've got a window and you don't mind kind of covering with a catio outside of it. That would be really useful because then you can have the window open and the cats can kind of go in and out. Definitely think you could build a catio very easily. You can use that kind of chicken wire. You can use like gridded metal sheets. That would work really well. In loads of DIY catios, and I feel like you could definitely make one if you have got the skills to make one. I don't feel like it would be that tricky. And then you can kind of make it custom to how you want it. They do obviously have harnesses. I've only got 2 harnesses to be fair, so I only tend to take 2 of them out at a time on the harness. Who will I say? Milan doesn't really love the harness. He'll just lie down. He won't really move around a lot. Gigi doesn't mind it. And also Ragnar, they like to be out on the harness. They like to be, you know, catching the flies and all of that. So they love all of that in the garden. But yeah, that's kind of what I would say for outdoor time. I would say if you're going to harness train them, I would do it from like as young as possible. Just start putting the harness on when they're in the house, just to get them used to the feeling of wearing it, because they don't like it at first and they'll just roll around for ages. So try that. Our harnesses are from Olivia Cat's jackets, which they work really well. They fit them really nicely. I actually went for the adult size ones instead of the kitten ones, and they've fitted them from kitten to now. So perfect. I can see Gigi now. She's like instigating. She's trying to instigate a fight now. Look how funny they are. Oh my God, look how cute they are. Don't you think they've got big, these two? There you go, look. Here she is. Instigator over there. Annoying him. Ragnar's always close by. He tends to be in the room with me all the time. The next question is of course about their fur. Do they shed? I've touched on this briefly, but they of course shed, especially during shedding season. So they've just kind of gone through that at the minute where they've been shedding their fur for summer and spring. Obviously it's going to be a lot warmer soon, so they shed their fur during that time, and they did shed quite a lot. I would say that when you first get your British Shorthair or your Ragdoll, you will think that, oh, they didn't really shed. This is fine. That's their kitten fur. As soon as they get their kind of adult coat through, you will notice that they do shed. You can't avoid it. There's nothing you can do. All you can do is regularly groom them. Your lint roller is going to be your best friend. Make sure you've got them everywhere you go. You can't avoid it. It's unavoidable with cats, but that is not a reason to not get a cat. They are so, so lovely. The kids absolutely love having the cats around. I absolutely love having them around. They're great company, even though they sleep a lot. They are, when they give you that affection, that it just feels so, so lovely. And they are so easy to look after. I would say they're such low maintenance animals. They clean themselves. They smell amazing. They do not smell. My preconceptions of getting a cat would be that it would smell, and cats do not smell. I will tell you now, they do not smell. They clean themselves. They're very, very clean animals, which is brilliant, of course, but they will shed. This breed definitely sheds, British Shorthairs and Ragdolls. The only difference I find that with the Ragdoll, they shed as much as a British Shorthair, but their fur is longer and finer. So you might notice it a little bit more. It might cling to you more than the British Shorthair fur because that's a lot thicker, denser, shorter. And obviously the British Shorthairs don't really like to be picked up as much. So we don't pick them up as much. Therefore, we don't really get their fur on us. But with Ragnar, we do. So we notice it more. But yeah, I have found that it's obviously a lot less now that he's already shedded, but they do shed. We do cut their claws as well. I will usually hold one of the cats and Mark will cut their claws with the little clippers. And we've done that ever since they were young. I feel like when you do their claws, you need to do it from when they're young. Just have that little routine with them, whether you're brushing them, cutting their claws or anything like that, just to make sure that they're used to it. Because if you just do it out of the blue as they get older, they're probably not going to like it. Another thing I will say is cleaning them with Ragdolls. Sometimes, like the transition period when he came here, his tummy was still getting used to being here, and like he had a bit of an upset stomach at first, and of course he's got long fur, so we needed to clean him. So his previous owner had already bathed him before, given him showers, so he was already used to the water, which was great. We've already got him used to that since he was young. We do not shower him very often at all. We barely need to shower him. It's literally only if he ever has a bit of an accident, which is so rare. I was kind of expecting it to be a lot more because I'd heard so many horror stories with ragdolls, like they get matted fur, they are constantly having accidents, and like they've got really sensitive tummies. They do have sensitive tummies, but once they're on the food that works for them, you won't have any issues. So we don't have any issues with Ragnar's tummy. He's absolutely fine. He loves food. He loves it more than the other two, that's for sure. I did buy some pet clippers at the start so I could shave around his kind of pantalon area and also his paws, like because he gets really long fur in his paws. I thought that if this long fur within his paws was there, he would kind of make a mess when he's going to the toilet and all of that kind of stuff, which actually hasn't been an issue. So I haven't shaved them anymore. I did when I first got him, but I haven't felt the need to since. Also, I haven't felt the need to shave his like back end area at all. I just thought at first we might need it. Again, if your ragdoll does get an upset tummy, might be worth just shaving it just to keep it clean. Makes it easier for them to clean as well, but completely up to you. I don't find that we need to do it. So yeah, hopefully these are quite helpful pieces of information that you might not know if you haven't got a ragdoll already. Everyone looks after their cats differently. This is just what we've done and it's worked for us. So yeah, that is that. I also do groom them. The brushes that I use to groom them are just these kind of short bristle brushes. And I'll just brush them every few days just to kind of get rid of that, any kind of loose fur that is already there and waiting to come out. Yeah, that is pretty much it, I feel like, when it comes to an update on the cats. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to know or anything that I've missed. If you haven't missed anything, I feel like that is pretty much everything. I mean, like I said, they're very chill cats. They sleep a lot in the day, so there's probably not that much to update you on, but I'll show you Ragnar now because he's right here. The other two have gone in their beds, I think. I feel like it's been a while since I've shown you Ragnar. Look how big he is. He is so big, guys. He's so floofy. He's such a lovely boy. Definitely, like I said, the toddler of the group. Here he is, look. Look at those gorgeous eyes. You have beautiful eyes, Raggy. They match my nails today, don't they? They match my nails. And then here's like, if I show you his paws, this is what I mean by like the extra fur within his paws. I have actually noticed, what I will say, is with Ragnar's colouring, he's definitely getting darker. So the back of his body now has turned like a lovely silvery grey colour. His face hasn't changed that much, it's definitely got darker. The stripes are more prominent on his face. But if I show you the back of him, you'll be able to see like he's more of a dark grey colour, aren't you? Hey? He's thinking, why are you holding me this long? But he's so beautiful. He's a beautiful cat. Okay, so we've got Gigi. Gigi doesn't love to be held, do you? She'll look at you like, what are you doing? Like, you can already see it in her eyes. She doesn't love to be held. She's definitely the lightest one, I feel like, out of the three. And she's the oldest. But yeah, she's a lovely girl. Very pretty girl, very floofy. Then we've got Milan, who is the big boy. Look at him. He's so cute. Are you a cute boy? He is like a big teddy bear. He's so sweet. Look. This is what I mean. Like, he'll just let you hold him. No fuss. He doesn't love it. You can see his ears are a little bit flat, but he's so placid, so docile. You can hold him however, and he'll just let you hold him. How is that? Do you mind a cuddle? So yeah, Milan is the lovely boy, very chilled. He loves like a back scratch. He loves like down here, just above his tail. He absolutely loves it. He loves it under his chin. He'll always come to us and present his back to us because that's where he likes to be stroked. But with Gigi likes to be stroked under her chin. And then with Ragnar, I would say he just loves it like on his head, like around his head area. So yeah, they all like different things. Definitely. They all love a treat. They all love a licky licks. They all love dreamy snacks. They don't have like an awful lot of snacks, to be honest. They tend to have like their dry food out all the time. And also they have like a water fountain and a water bowl as well. So they're always kind of replenished all day. But yeah, that is an update on the cats. I feel like I've been talking about them forever now. I hope you enjoyed this little update. Let me know if you've got any other questions or anything else you'd like to see with regards to the cats. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.